So we ready for the first group of inches of the night?
Define ready.
Alright. I'm pretty sure how you say this would be Celeste. Because it's...
I believe so.
Yeah. Alright. Overview. Celeste is a private education business in Korea. Oh no, why do I feel bad reading this already? It aims to improvise its clients' academic performance by offering anomalous products and services while operating underground the shake-off organizations such as the Foundation. Celeste is primarily known to operate within education complexes and... I say that?
Seoul.
Soul. Soul.
Seoul. Seoul.
Soul.
Seoul.
Seoul is what we said?
Yeah,
Alright.
soul.
In Seoul,
Seoul.
but has numerous front companies and affiliate businesses. Due to this, little information is known about its core architecture or members. Known affiliates of Celeste include Entree, Sanctioneer, Pioneer Academy, and education consultation firm Gluon Inc. But not much is known about their connections to Celeste. The exact date of Celeste's founding is unknown, but its earliest known operations date back to the mid-2010s. No activity outside of Korea has been observed to date, but the number of reports regarding its activity in the Korean private education industry is steadily on the rise. Related
Is
anomalous...
it in northern or southern Korea?
I don't know.
I mean, north or south?
It's in Seoul, and I highly doubt that there's
Soul.
Seoul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soul.
Either way, and also I highly doubt that there's such a thing as private education in North Korea.
Okay, that's fair enough. South Korea. Okay.
Yeah. Related anomalous technologies are generally considered not very dangerous. However, considering that Celeste aims to serve clients of a certain age group, its expansion could potentially be a significant threat to the Foundation's veil policy. The Foundation continues tracking Celeste with cooperation of the Republic of Korean Police Force and the National Paranormal Agency Service. Okay,
I just hope Celeste is a little more,
Yeah,
what's
okay.
that word I'm looking for? Moral. A little more moral than the one air filter company in South Korea that accidentally killed a lot of children.
Yeah,
And
alright.
at the end, they were kind of like, whoopsie.
Yeah, also we got lucky. We have 2 SCPs connected to this group of interest.
Yay.
Okay.
I guess we've got 2 SCPs to read.
It's
Don't be
a
an
fish!
SCP that kills children.
It's a
Kill children.
fish. Look at the little fishy.
It's a
He's so
fish!
cute.
Oh, it's identical to a guppy.
That is not a guppy.
Oh, it
No,
says...
I think that's the type of guppy.
So it says it's a fish. Does Hatchet want to read it?
Give me a second. I'm opening your stream chat on my second computer
Gotcha.
so that I may see stream chat.
It's... Well, at least it's good so far. It's a safe class.
It's a little fishy. Okay. Okay. I have your stream open. Okay. And I'm relying on you, right, to read this, by the way, so. Oh, God. Okay. Item number SCP-157-KO. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. 157 instances are contained in a medium-sized aquarium in a standard safe object containment chamber located in Site 21K. The aquarium is cleaned weekly or whenever algae bloom happens, in which case the solution will be replaced. 157 instances must be placed in a solution specified in Manual 157-A between 21 and 26 degrees Celsius. Urine of containment personnel may be used in the event of a containment breach, but that's
yeah.
crossed out.
Yeah,
What's
here's
that?
the footnote, sorry.
An aqueous solution with a pH of 5 to 6.5 and trace amounts of potassium chloride, sulfate, phosphate, potassium creatine, ammonia, and calcium dissolved. Why? No, Avast. No, fuck off. Okay. No, Avast! Cease! Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just Avast on my laptop was being a fuck. All right. All personnel responsible for containing 157-KO, including cleaners, must be adequately educated about 157-KO's anomalous traits. If an initial containment breach due to 157-KO's anomaly occurs, the instance should be contained using surgical measures. Okay, description. SCP-156-KO is a piscine, piscine species that is otherwise identical to a guppy, Posilia reticulata. Its length is about 1 to 2 centimeters. Instances do not require feeding, but cannot survive for more than 20 hours in environments where typical fish live, such as seawater or freshwater. Instead, they can only survive in a solution with specific acidity and dissolved chemicals. Footnote. Urine typically fits these categories. Oh wait, give me a second. I'm gonna turn off my ad blocker on
my god.
on Twitch so that you get a little tiny bit of AdSense from me having it open. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Absorbing the solution as time passes. No other piscine species has been found to live in such environments. Thus, 157-KO is considered anomalous. Wait, okay, give me a second. Look up what piscine means. Uh, uh,
Oh my
oh,
god, I read ahead.
okay, of or concerning fish. Okay. So they're just using this term, I guess. All right. 157-KO is identical to other fish when in water, but when it detects a human referred to as host underwater, it moves to the host and makes contact, immediately teleporting in the host's bladder. What? Research is underway to identify how 157-KO detects hosts and moves to their bladder. Instances in the bladder become mostly immobile, absorbing the host's urine. This typically has an antidiuretic effect on the host. For details, refer to experiment log 157-KO. Sometimes SCP-157-KO can expire when it cannot absorb enough chemicals in the bladder. In this case, the dead instance must be surgically removed, or the body may decay inside the host or injure the host's bladder or urinary tract, negatively impacting the host's health. The Foundation is currently tracking GOI 1000 Celeste, which is presumed to have modified and distributed SCP 157-KO. Experiment log. Abstract. Summed up responses of most personnel according to 157-KO's number in the bladder using D-class personnel. Okay, so it's like how many of the fish went inside their bladder.
Yep.
Wait, what? I'm literally allowing Twitch ads. My ad blocker is turned off. Stop yelling at me, Twitch.
You might have to refresh.
I did refresh.
Oh.
I'll
It's
refresh
okay.
again. Okay. Number of inserted instances. 2. Host felt no abnormalities. Urination interval significantly elongated to more than 2 hours. 4. Host felt no abnormalities. Urination interval significantly elongated to more than 6 hours. I just realized.
Yeah.
Is this going to be an SCP that this fucking school created so that the kids stop asking to go to the bathroom?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see. So no urination interval significantly elongated to 6 hours. Six little fishies in the bladder. Host complains a strange sensation in their body and does not urinate anymore. 9 little fishies in the bladder. Host reported extreme pain in their genital area. Surgery was done to alleviate it. 13. The data expunged.
Oh joy.
Why did they put 13 of the fish in somewhere? Why would you do that?
Because data expunged.
Results 157-KO has antidiuretic effects proportional to its number in the host's bladder. The host can feel 157-KO itself inside oneself when there are 5 or more of them. Footnote: I do not recommend inserting more than 8 instances in a single host. Dr. Redacted. Thanks for your insight, Dr. Redacted. Addendum. 157-A retrieval log. 157-KO was found in the outskirts of Redacted City, Republic of Korea, when the Foundation noticed a number of teenagers all suffering from internal wounds due to an anomaly. Aside from their age, the patients seemed to have nothing in common when they were first hospitalized in a university hospital. However, they all mentioned fish in bladder and its anomaly in common, after which the Foundation intercepted the host, surgically removing 41 instances from the patients. During the interviews done in the students less affected by the injuries, they admitted, oh my fucking god, Twitch, stop being dumb. I turned off my ad blocker. Fuck you. Okay. During the interviews done on the students less affected by the injuries, they admitted they were related to the group of interest Celeste. Still, they refused to talk about the usage of -AO. Discussion underway to use truth serum for intensive interrogation. Approved. Refer to interview log 157-3. That's fair, Jerry. Okay, addendum 157-B. Excerpt from 157-KO related article. Found during a pursuit of Celeste. Thank you, parents and students, for using Celeste's service. We have received letters of concerns from many of you about the recent unfortunate accident. We too are shocked that the redacted fish we have sold caused traumatic injuries to 5 of our students, including one of our best pupils, Mr. Redacted. So we give our sincerest apologies for the anxiety and distrust our product inflicted. Celeste will take full responsibility on this accident and will suspend the production and sales of, I'm just going to call them piss fish. Please contact your designated mentor for returns. However, please do not be worried, for the product was not defective, and our other product. Not be worried, for the product was not defective, and our other products, including Redacted, are entirely safe. This incident was caused by some of our students ignoring the manual and warning, thus not using the piss fish for its intended educational use. All products Celeste offers have been through thorough examination from our mentors and, most of all, safe. Final season is near. We wish you the best results. Thank you, everyone who uses us. Celeste. Celeste, providing you miracles.
More
I feel
educational
like a
use.
deja vu on the air issue incident in South Korea where it
That-
killed a bunch of children. And it's like, it's not defective, it's you. But it was defective. It was defective. It killed children, it killed women, it killed a lot of people. It was defective.
Although in this case, it sounds as if like it was quite literally like in a safety manual, like use it this way if the kids didn't use it said way. But we'll read on.
I will
Okay.
say you probably need less fish for the children than you need for adults. They probably only tested it on adults.
Maybe. Let's see. Addendum 157-C interview log. Addendum 157-3. Abstract. Interviewed the obedient student who suffered internal injuries from SCP-157-KO to investigate the use of the fish. The interviewee was injected with a truth serum immediately before the interview. Interviewer, researcher, Kang Sui? Is that how that's pronounced?
Probably.
One moment.
Gotcha.
Pronunciation. Pronunciation. Google. Stop it.
No.
Let's see. Would you please pray? Sui. The last one is Sui. I just want to be 100% certain I'm not.
Gotcha.
Tom. Okay. So I guess Kong Sui is our interviewer. Researcher Kong Sui. Interviewee, redacted, student. Researcher Kong Sui. Start recording. Redacted. Tell me everything that you know about the fish you used. Celeste sells them under the name Pissfish. They sell them to students only. They sell them to students only over rank 3. South Korean school or CSAT grades are transcribed as ranks that follow the normal distribution. A smaller number means a higher rank, a higher grade. Rank 1 is the top 4%, rank 2 is the top 11%, rank 3 is top 23%, rank 4 is top 40%, rank 5, top 60%, rank 6, top 77%, rank 7, top 89%, rank 8, top 96%, rank 9 is the bottom 4%. Translator.
So it only sold to the specially obedient children who are especially smart. The 2% at rank 2 and up.
I love the element of rigidly categorizing people in ranks based upon how well they perform in our special little fucking educational system. This is definitely not
Oh, don't worry. That
fundamentally
very
going
system probably causes suicides, just like Japan's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the thing.
I'd love to be a neurodivergent person in this environment.
We would be fucked.
Maybe.
Yeah. You put some, let's see, yeah, so students only over rank 3. You put some water in the bathtub, place the fish there, and touch it, and it's gone. Specify gone, 3 songs. Oh, so it goes inside the person's bladder, and there's no one else here. Speak of. The fish is meant for guys with short attention spans or get easily distracted. If you touch, it goes in your bladder and sucks up the piss. So anyway, it makes you not go to the toilet.
You're right, Hatchet.
Okay, so yeah. So where did you find these fish? The academy. Actually, my designated mentor recommended it, but my parents only bought 3. They were not fully convinced. Let's talk later about the academy. What do you mean by only buying 3? I mean it goes inside your bladder. It's not like it goes inside data expunged or data expunged. It just feels wrong. This file says you had 9 in yourself. My friend told me that they are quite fertile since they are guppies too. They breed like rabbits if you put them in piss for a few days.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
So the kids are listening to instructions that I told you it's just like the air, the water thing I was talking about that went in the air and killed a bunch of people. And they were like, oh, no, people were just using it wrong. They used that fucking excuse until a buttload of people died and they were forced to, like, apologize. But all they did was apologize.
I need to always remember to not play devil's advocate on behalf of corporations. Anyway,
Fair enough.
my friend told me they're quite fertile since they're guppies too. They breed like rabbits if you put them in piss for a few days. One or two might do the trick, so why breed them? Well, you know that fish. Oh, okay. So they didn't breed inside of them. They were just they were breeding them outside of each other and then adding more into the bladder. That's right, because like when the fish go into the bladder, they become inert. They just absorb piss. This is such a weird SCP.
Oh no, the kid's doing the weird kid thing.
One or two might do the trick, so why breed them? Well, you know that fish get stressed when you put them in a small space, so they squirm around if I touch a lot of them? Brief silence. Once in a while they touch places while they squirm, but this oh
I
oh
told
no.
you that's doing the weird kid thing. These kids are so stressed that they're using
I read ahead.
fish
Oh
in
my
their
god.
urine to like get any sensation besides stress and work.
There's. I read ahead. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it feels strangely good, you know? To make the fish move around, Data expunged. I think they called this some sort of uh, thing, dry orgasm or something. Anyway, the fish.
Well,
Okay,
we
we
have to
don't.
remember these are teenagers. This is
Yeah,
something teenagers would do. Goddamn.
we, okay, so we don't know. Well, we don't know the sex of this individual, but either way, they're having the fish get engorged in the bladder, so it's either pressing on the G spot or the prostate.
We don't need to know.
I hate how accurate this is to to teenagers. Okay, it feels strangely good. I think they called this sort of thing dry orgasm or something. Anyways, this felt so good that regular redacted didn't feel good enough, so I suggested to my friends that we breed multiple fish at once and do it. They started moving, and just about when we got a rest, I and lock.
They were done.
Why are
I-
children so stupid? I mean,
Oh,
I
the
know
author's
children have
unknown.
kids. I know that's why, but goddamn.
So, what do you think about the fish now, Ash?
The fish are good boys, okay? They're victims. That's the thing. As far as I'm concerned, these little fish, they're victims of Celeste, who decided to turn them into his fish. They're victims of the kids who decided to use them to get off. This is just this is just a certain this is uncomfortable.
To be
This is
fair,
very
like I said before, these are like the top percentage of the kids. So these are kids that are basically allowed no freedom in or out of school. They have classes after school. They have
yeah.
study groups after school. They don't have a life. They have school plus school plus school. They have
And
no life.
on top of that, put kids in that situation without proper sex ed, things are gonna happen.
Yeah,
Bad things
I
are
get
gonna
the
happen.
picture to load.
well, we don't know how sex ed is in South Korea. Maybe it's okay.
I have to imagine that in a private school system like this, they don't have the best sex ed. But that's also running off with my biases, so maybe not.
Okay, I see something funny. This is also safe class.
I just
Oh, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I just looked it up and it's the first thing I found is how South Korea's sex education is out of step with international standards.
Ow.
yeah, that's
So
about what I
it's probably very bad. So
I
yeah,
genuinely like
Hatchet was right. I'm sorry.
at the very least, assuming that their tendencies are anywhere along the same lines as how the private education in Japan acts, it's not surprising. It's
Yeah.
mostly spearheaded by conservative fuckwits. who want to keep everything nice and traditional.
Oh, City Schools recently considered adopting a sex education curriculum emphasizing abstinence, heterosexual only relationships, and immutability of distinct fixed genders from birth. Oh, I'm
Anyways, on to the next SCP.
Sorry, Bright. We're still talking about fucked up educational systems, Bright. No.
Let's talk about another fucked up educational system.
Let's just go to the other SCP. Maybe Celeste made that less dangerous to children who are desperate for any sort of break or pleasure in their life. Like, the last kids probably would have been happy if they got a sugared grape. They were so repressed.
Anyways.
Mushrooms.
Anyways. Item SCP-602-KO. Object Class C. Site Responsible KRSE Redacted Site 21-K. Director Lee Gang-Soo. Researcher Head Cha Jin. Assigned Task Force Not Applicable. Special Containment Procedures. All secured -1 instances are contained within a standard containment locker. -1 should be stored in a sealed bag to prevent it from leaking. Experiments using -1 can be done under permission from the current researcher in charge. Due to -1's properties, experiments using -1 must be done on its own containment chamber. There are no contained instances of -3 since they are hard to discover for anyone besides the corresponding -2 instance. Whether to contain -3 instances on discovery is yet undecided, as most -2 instances have already been aware of extra-normal instances. They do not pose a significant threat to the Foundation's fail policy. Therefore, if -2 instances are discovered, temporary procedures are designed to take different measures depending on the individual instance, such as locking it down.
That's one thing I've noticed about like international SCPs. They tend I feel like they actually bring up and talk about the veil as a concept more often.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of interesting.
Alright. Description. SCP-602-KO comprises of -1, -2 affected by -1, and -2's accompanying -3. -1 is a black powder made by Celeste, GOI 1000, made of materials such as graphite and briquette chips.
I'm going to look up briquette chips. Alright. Compression molding produced by hot or cold molding of metal chips for use in refineries or directly in the melting furnace of the foundry.
Oh.
Oh, it's a brick of chips. It's
Oh.
a brick of metal chips. Oh, geez.
I see. Upon research, it is confirmed that -1 doesn't show anomalous properties itself. However, if a human undergoing formal education and or before high school, referred to as -2, uses -1 to write their name on a piece of paper or a surface similar to such, -3 manifests. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
However, if -2 is not sleeping or is not in a situation in which it cannot study, -3 always is seen as a flat shadow. This always is bound to -2. -3 can change its shape and size freely, but its basic form resembles its bound -2 instance, and always in physical contact with -2. -3 is theorized to possess intellectual abilities, but does not do anything else other than following -2 at normal times. Hence, there hasn't been any interview attempts with -3. Dash 3 seems to have cognitohazardous abilities to make itself recognized as a shadow to the viewer. Right. Dash 3 shows abnormal behavior when Dash 2 sleeps or is in a situation when it cannot study, such as when it is ill. Dash 3 commonly transforms from its usual blurry and fuzzy state to a distinguishable form capable of physical interaction. Dash 3 instances in this state search for pins and stationary products around themselves and use them when they find any. If there's no stationary products around, Dash 3 creates the necessary items. After that, a workbook of unknown origin manifests near Dash 3. The workbook is unrelated to Dash 2's current academic progress and is usually about academic subjects of middle school to high school. Afterwards, Dash 3 acts as if it's studying with the workbook. This action halts when Dash 2 can study again. Well, damn. This damn's on you. How are you doing? Anyways. Usually after 2 months from Dash 2 first using Dash 1, Dash 2's personality drastically changes. Dash 2 experiences significant confusion, but quickly adapts. Dash 3 acts differently at the state. It stands still even when Dash 2 is unable to study. Celeste reverts Dash 2 instance's altered personality and extinguishes the Dash 3 instance. Celeste students who have undergone such a process becomes a model student. It shows behavior such as studying whenever they can and sleeping less. The exact mechanism is how this happens is unclear.
May I just predict this will cause children to die again?
Maybe.
That's fair.
Alright. Data from Celeste Pursuit. Excerpt from a document obtained while pursuing Celeste. Our sincere thanks to the parents and students who chose Celeste. We have been contacted by parents regarding the recent unpleasant event. What's unpleasant? Oh, it's 157 KO.
Oh, it's the fish.
The related,
Fish.
yeah, the related students are now in detention. Wait, what?
That's uncomfortable to hear.
However, as 5 students, including the leader, redacted, so does not recognize their wrongdoings, we've decided to apply the maximum disciplinary measures we can with the understanding of their parents. Please anticipate the new students 4 months from now from Celeste providing miracles. If you think your child needs some discipline, contact the redacted. They'll make their personal shadow for you.
This is a disciplinary tool.
Yep.
That forces kids to become quote-unquote model students.
Yep. SCP
But it also forces them to eat less and to sleep less, which will obviously kill them.
Yeah.
That's why I predict they die.
SCP-602-KO-2 Interview Log. Log 1 Abstract. This is a series of interviews with Dash 2 under the Foundation's control. Its parents had connections with Celeste, and the Foundation knows the instance after the Foundation hired its brother. It is now under surveillance. Information that the instance is affected by a severe anomaly is given to its parents. Oh. A starter vlog. Not Dr. Vlog. Starter vlog.
Dr. Vlog.
Oh my god. Anyways. Researcher. Hello? Who are you? I thought your parents told you. I'm your new counselor. Yes, counselor, starting from today. Can I have your name, please? It's redacted, so. Redacted, so. Write something down on the log. Got it. Hello again. I'm your counselor from today. Can we talk now? Yes. Did anything strange happen recently? Strange? Like what? So, for example, something happening in the academy. What's this? Oh, it goes to the Crane Group's event. Oh, okay. Not that I'm aware of.
Are you sure? Think again. What about this then? Did you do anything you didn't do before?
I think there's one.
Can you tell me?
They gave me some chalk powder, a black one. They told me to write my name with it, so I did.
Okay, I'll stop here today. You're gonna be bored too. This is how all first days go.
End of log. Log 2. Abstract. Interview done a week after first talk. Dash 2's parents describe abnormal behavior of the subject, which the Foundation assumed as Dash 1's anomaly. Start of log.
Hi, it's already been a week. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
You said something strange back then, right?
I think so.
Well, I think that something strange happened to me.
Oh, would you mind telling me?
To heck with your O's. Anyways, it happened at night. I was sleeping and I woke up to the sound of something rustling. I went back to sleep at first, but the sound didn't stop.
Well, what was that?
I'm not sure. It was sitting in front of my desk in my room. It was writing something. When I turned on my room lights, it noticed me.
And?
It suddenly rushed towards me very fast, and then it strangled me. I was really shocked, but I think it was just a dream.
Anything peculiar?
I don't think so. My throat hurts a bit. And there were books on my desk that I didn't normally use.
Did it almost kill him?
Yeah.
Log 3. Abstract. Continues from the interview log above. Dimension -2 is to have completely undergone its replacement personality after 3 months of using -1. The interview was done for such a reason. Start of log. Where am I? A police station? Some kind of lab? Are you wearing a lab coat?
Relax, Mr. So. Don't you remember this place?
Mr. So? Why are you calling me that?
Oh dear.
Edited.
Do you understand what's going on now?
A bit. Can I have some time just for a little while?
Of course.
-2 seems to be in thought for the next 20 minutes.
Is everything sorted now?
Yes, I think.
Then please talk. Before that, let me ask you something. Are you not redacted so?
Let's say yes. To say, have you heard about Celeste?
Yes.
Then I'll keep talking. You know that Celeste is an education business, and the parents there chose to let Celeste fully take care of their children? Even when it comes to discipline?
And?
Like any school or institution, Celeste has its fair share of delinquents. I was one of them. Usually, even though Celeste makes us do unbelievable amounts of studying, it's not barbaric. So discipline doesn't commonly go further than some beating. Scolding's all for the minor stuff. However, there was one when things crossed the line.
When was that?
Someone got bullied in the institution. The student's dead. I don't know why.
Oh, Jerry.
What?
The student's dead. I don't know why.
Mm.
You called it.
Honestly, we do not know if it's related to the SCP. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Oh my. Continue.
So anyways, her parents held some power, and Celeste was half forced to take the highest measures of punishment to all the related, not only to the bullies, but also to the ones who stood by and watched.
What does this have to do with you?
I was the bystander. I resented Celeste at first, but on retrospect, I think I can at least be like this because I was a bystander. The bullies must be in a long punishment of some kind of weird space. Well, it's an orange link, so that means we can't go to it anymore. Yep, page doesn't exist.
I'm going to say I don't think that's really fair, especially since South Korea has such an extreme an extreme uh
Hmm?
it has a very extreme culture of like obedience to those who are higher ranked than you,
Yeah.
and we don't really know the details.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, that's enough for that. SCP-602-KO, can you tell me how you became like how you are now?
My mentor gave me some black dust and told me to write my name with it. Directly after that, I distinctly saw two of my shadows, despite there being only one light. One of them moved differently to the way I moved. Anyways, after a month that happened, I suddenly became like this.
I see. Celeste then pull you out, I guess.
I've heard about black powder before. It's said that it was the highest form of punishment Celeste can give, that they release us after a month or two, but they didn't do so for me.
Why?
Because I was related to the incident.
Right.
Anyways, they did something strange to me. When I became a shadow, they snatched me out of my body and locked me in some black space. Must be that powder. An experiment that you were talking about, the way I escaped, well, I'm still like this though. I knew with my guts that I had to take that guy's body tied over there. And to do so, I needed to study harder than him to gain validation.
So when people use SCP-602-KO, their personality changes drastically. You're saying this is not a change of personality, but the shadow, as you put it, taking control of the user's ego.
It's unclear. I've been both at the snatch and the snatching side, so I know that it's slightly different than taking control of one's mind. Even if the shadow takes control of the body, it doesn't mean that the original ego disappears or gets suppressed.
Then what is it?
The original ego becomes the shadow, and then they realize if they don't study, they end up like this. That's exactly what Celeste aims for. Two people competing to dominate each other. Nothing will be better for studying than that. I'm holding on to this body for now, but I don't know when I'll become a shadow again. If I forget who I am, there's no hope for me. End of vlog. Okay, that's worse than death.
That is worse than death. It's basically like, okay, if you don't do well enough in studying, if you don't erase your personality enough, you'll become a shadow.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to kill more kids.
So, for starters, I will mention that I've seen a good number of, shall we say, more authoritarian leftists like get up in arms over this idea. But let's just be entirely frank. The Asian school system is the epitome of why we need youth liberation right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Besides that, Celeste is going into lawful evil.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. Alright.